Welcome to the Daily Glasses podcast. Yes.
Oh, glasses. I'm wearing glasses.
Yes.
Sunglasses.
Raphael is definitely wearing glasses.
Very ornate glasses.
Alright, that's supposed to be a masquerade mask thing.
It's like you couldn't decide between the two, so you're just like, oh fuck, I'll just have both.
I personally really wish they went all in with masquerade mask. I think that would look cooler than this weird glasses looking thing, but I guess it's a little bit weird. Just a little bit.
I agree. Yes, masquerade mask would have been better.
But yeah, Raphael?
Yes! We didn't see this coming, did we?
Please act surprised. Let's just casually turn this into slow motion and start watching. Oh god, that was a very sinister voice.
Someone burped. Weapon name Flambert, I guess. Ooh.
His outfit is so flamboyant. There's everything going on.
He's even got that fancy half cape thing like Ezio had in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood.
I think that uppercut move was new, which he started the combo with.
Well, you would know better than me with all your Raphael experience.
One of his classic throws, very fancy animation.
Oh!
And I feel like that low is new. That first low, like that's an old one.
I'll just step
Another
at your
classic
toes. Oh. I shall dance on your grave, sir!
Oh, Raphael likes to dance.
I don't even need to look at you, you're so ugly.
Oh, was that supposed to be a lethal hit? I don't know. I think that weird jumpy thing was definitely new. Oh, this is his reversal edge.
Time to reverse the situation.
Fancy. Very much fancy. I'm okay with this.
And this will be his, oh no, we're doing this classic throw. I remember getting hit by this throw a lot.
It's a very good ring out throw.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Maybe now we'll see the critical edge. Much stabbings.
He sounds downright evil there.
Sounds very evil. No, that's a fancy critical edge. I'm okay with it. So thanks to the leaks, we've actually already seen quite a bit of Raphael gameplay.
We sure have.
It does play quite a bit similar to his version from 4 and 5 it looks like, but with some new interesting looking stuff.
Show you my blade's beauty.
But yeah, he's fancy. I like Raphael. He's a fun character to play as. And I'm glad that they've brought back a bunch of his moves he was missing in 5, which they removed from after 4.
Okay. It's nice to see this trailer at 60 FPS, unlike the version that was uploaded to the official channel.
Oh really? That was 30? That's silly.
Yep. Or at least one of the official channels.
I don't know why, but Namco was really slow to make this visible on their press site. Otherwise I would have made this podcast a lot earlier, but this way I was able to add a bunch of other news to this podcast anyway. It's not a big deal.
Okay. Oh man,
Raphael
he's
in
mad.
story artwork.
Oh, I know. He's because he lost his glasses. He's angry.
So this sounds like it would be based on the his backstory for 2. I think his backstory is that he was framed for the murder of some kind of noble, and then he had to run away, and then that's how he encounters Amy, who helps him run away. Then he decides to randomly dedicate basically his entire life to Amy.
So that's who that little girl in the intro of Soul Calibur 2 is.
Yes, that's Amy.
Oh, wow, all this time I had no idea.
Many fancy screenshots. I'm just gonna show these while looking up something, because there was a site which talked a little bit about his playstyle in Soul Calibur 6.
Ooh.
So he's got his old stances back from 4, I think, and he's got the new stance called Aerial Shift.
Ooh.
This claims that this stance provides a solid but elegant base for Raphael to set up his hit and run attacks.
His hit and 8-way run.
Yes. And exclusive maneuvers that Raphael can perform that allows him to evade unblockable and break attacks.
Ooh.
I'm not completely sure what that would entail, but interesting.
Very interesting.
And there's one bit here which I don't like that they say that his weakness are people who know that they can sidestep, because a lot of Raphael moves are kind of very much vertical. So please forget that, Ryman. Please don't sidestep when fighting Raphael, please. It makes him sad.
Where'd I go?
Oh, yay! Ryman's not.
Oh, I sidestepped.
No. Okay, Raphael is low tier again. Sad face. Oh well. He had a good run.
Oh dear.
Maybe we'll just move on to fashion. Raphael's high point.
He's certainly very, well, as we've said already, flamboyant. Oh, right, yes.
He always looked super cool in Soul Calibur 2. He had like, I think 2 or 3. I mean 1 or 2 other outfits. I think the other ones are really cool as well. He's got one where he's got a goatee.
Ooh.
But yeah, I like this outfit. It's fancy, very fancy. I'm okay with it. And then Namco decided he was to become a vampire.
Oh really? I couldn't tell.
Oh yeah. They're being very subtle about it, aren't they? Yeah. I mean, like if this is too subtle for you, I mean, we can just go to this, where he's got like there's a bat there, there's a bat there.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't like his vampire face, which is almost all of the Raphael.
What is a man?
Almost all of the Raphael designs. I feel like this would be cool if he was in Castlevania. Like, this would work if he was a Castlevania main character. Like, I would be okay with this, but I don't know. I like this Raphael. I like this Raphael. I don't like this Raphael. And this is okay. Like, I can tolerate this. Like, it looks fine, but it's not the Raphael I want.
It's just not. Okay.
Soul Calibur 5 Raphael. With a hat.
He does have a hat.
The best part of this hat, I kind of wish I included pictures of this, is that you can use this hat on any character.
Oh, can you use it on me?
Maybe, but you could use it on Lizardman and it looked amazing.
Oh man.
Also, this might just shock people if they haven't noticed this yet, but if I just like do like this, I am Raphael.
I know it.
But I think this outfit looks. I think I might prefer it over maybe 4 and 3.
Okay.
But still too vampire-esque. So many bat symbols. Like, come on, it's overkill. And also, I don't think this outfit translated very well into the 3D realm.
As we'll probably see in a moment.
And now
we have this.
Now we have this. It's kinda all over the place. But I think I like it. Like, I don't think it's as amazing as his Soul Calibur 2 outfit, but I think this still looks good overall. Like, his glasses, masquerade mask glasses thing is a little bit weird, but nothing that a mod or Creator Soul can't fix.
Indeed.
I like his half cape. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like I said, it really reminds me of what Ezio had in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood.
Yeah, this is much fancy. I like it.
And he's sort of smirking here a little bit.
I hope that means that he's back to his more his Soul Calibur 2 attitude and personality, where he's more arrogant and rude rather than his vampire persona, where it became a little bit more like dark and like more serious.
Well, the dialogue in the trailer that we just saw seems to suggest that he was back to his old ways.
Oh, I am okay with that. Oh, look at that amazing Raphael! Wow, wow! Look at all the text arcade you win. Even beasts know when to give up. Ryman, press start to skip.
Are you calling me a beast?
Well, you sidestepped earlier. Beast.
Wow.
They even made his eyes red. Like, come on, guys! Have some subtlety.
He just looks like he can't be bothered.
What's his eye color? Oh god, that's too few pixels. Is it supposed to be blue?
Maybe a very like pale shade of blue.
Does that artwork show?
Oh yeah, that's blue.
Oh yeah, that's very definitely blue. Super blue, hyper blue, all the blue. So Calibur 4. This screenshot I think is too dark. Like I updated to the latest version of the PS3 emulator. I think it makes everything too dark.
Emulation.
But I mean, like this outfit isn't bad. It's just that it's I'm not a huge fan of this vampire look.
Nah.
Yeah, I think this looked better in the artwork. The outfit.
There's this angle. It kind of makes it look like the outfit was photoshopped onto him. Like the head looks out of place.
It's a big Photoshop all along.
There we go.
This looks nasty. If you compare to Soul Calibur 4,
yeah,
that's pretty much the same face, isn't it? I wish it was more of a close up. But that very much looks maybe slightly altered.
So was it ever explained how he ended up becoming a vampire in 3 onwards?
I think he became malfested after Soul Calibur 2.
Really?
Everyone is malfested, everyone.
I'm not malfested.
I want to say the canon ending for Soul Calibur 2 is that Raphael is the one to defeat Nightmare, but he gets like a soul edge piece in him or something, and that makes him malfested and somehow a vampire. I want to say that Amy is also malfested. I want to say that she doesn't age anymore, something. Although, well, she did age in Soul Calibur 5, assuming Viola is Amy, which is super hinted by the game. The hair mesh is similar as well, although at the very least, from this, this is not a close-up, so like the alpha doesn't look horrible from this distance. Good. Weapon, very.
The flambear.
Looks like they worked on the hilt. A little bit fancier, especially compared to 4.
I can't remember what his joke weapon in 2 was.
He had a flower at one point.
Oh.
I don't know if that was 2 or some of the other games. I think it was a really large rose. But yeah, I guess that's it for the Raphael portion of the podcast. I will say that if it weren't for the leak, I would be more sad and depressive than usual in the previous podcasts, because that would mean that up until the very end I would have no Cassandra and no Raphael announced. But at least, I mean, Raphael leaked like ages ago, so it's nice to see him in the game.
You got a main.
Yes, and it looks fun. It looks fun to play. So,
but yes, we actually have more news. Can you believe it?
We have a bunch of news.
Well, I hope they're okay with you using this footage.
He can. I'm pretty sure he's okay with me. He can scream at me if it's not fine. So yeah, a bunch of people in the press and some influencers managed to get limited access to the final version of Soul Calibur 6.
Lucky.
And this is one of them. Hayata, he managed to, I want to say he could record up like a half-hour footage or something. So that means, like, if you look around, if you just Google Soul Calibur 6 on YouTube and look up, like, sorted by videos uploaded the last week or so, you will find a lot of videos which is of the of the final version, and it shows various story stuff and the Libra of Soul mode and everything. I want to say someone quite simply recorded the ending to the story mode.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess be careful out there.
So in other words, basically everything is kind of out there, which also makes me a little bit... It gives me a dilemma, like how much am I supposed to show during this podcast? So
I would err on the side of caution here.
Yeah, so I have selected like a couple of key things to show, but I don't want to delve deep into everything which is being shown out. And with that said, I don't think I will do many more podcasts now before the release of the game, because we kind of know everything, and I don't want to make podcasts where I just like talk about the story spoilers or something. I mean, I want to play this game for myself and do the story stuff for myself.
Indeed.
But this video had one very interesting thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
Lizardman. Lizzie.
Oh my.
Let's see, Lizardman somewhere here. Somewhere here, there's a Lizardman.
Oh, yeah, another shot of that character select.
Oh yes, so yeah, this that's with the leak. Like, this is very much what the base roster is. We haven't gotten any kind of confirmation what these slots are, but I kind of feel like it's safe to say they're probably all DLC.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, and it's even written here that Tira is actually she's on disc. You can fight her even without owning her.
I see.
Okay, here we go.
Lizardo Man.
Wait, is that is Lizardman using Astaroth moveset?
Yeah, it looks that way.
Okay, there's another Lizardman somewhere around here. Should be any Lizardman.
That might lead to...
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Slow motion. So this is Lizardman using Lizardman movesets. So we were kind of wrong when we looked at one of the trailers where it looked like he might have been using Sophitia's movesets. But he's this Lizardman animations are like that's his idol. That's Liz's idol, and that's one of his attacks. The weird thing is though, there's a lot of Sophitia moves here. He doesn't have this many Sophitia moves in 4 and 5.
Very curious.
Like I didn't go back to previous games to really compare. I think I read someone claim that this looked extremely similar to his Soul Calibur 3 version. But either way, it's just so weird seeing them specifically choose such an old Lizardman moveset when it became more unique in later games.
Curiouser and curiouser.
It is possible this is only a moveset for enemies. Maybe you can't select this, or maybe you can only ever select this if you select Lizardman in the Critical Soul mode. Who knows? But it's weird.
Very weird.
I think my bet is that this is probably just like a moveset you only see with enemies. Like it wouldn't be the first time they've done something similar. Like they've done something similar with several bosses throughout the series, like Night Terror in Soul Calibur 3, or was it Abyss? I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I'm not sure. KO.
See, I have some other thingies included. This is someone's screenshot they took of one of the story modes where it's Edgemaster. Edgemaster!
No, it's Mysterious Old Man.
Oh, that's right. Why did I include this? He's an old man! And Hwang. Hwang.
No wonder hardly anyone showed up today.
So, there's been a lot of speculation about Hwang, especially with the leaks mentioning Hwang and other leaks not mentioning Hwang. So who knows if he's gonna be DLC or what? I do note that this is basically identical to his Soul Calibur 3 look. Like, the scarf is slightly different, otherwise this is identical to his Soul Calibur 3 look. I kind of feel like if they were intending for him to be in the game, wouldn't they give him a more unique design?
So many questions.
It's such a huge oversight though, if there is zero Hwang or Yunsung in this game, because then yet again, like, that just weapon style is missing. It was missing in Soul Calibur 5. It's missing in Soul Calibur 6 too. Weird.
I like that weapon style. Bring it back.
And since we just looked at Lizzie, since we just looked at Hwang, I feel like this is a good point to mention one thing that you remember that Verjaban leaker dude person man?
Yeah, I think so.
He's got both stuff right and wrong in the past. He made another claim very recently that he claims that 2 of the characters in the season pass were originally meant to be included in the base game, not as DLC, but Namco weren't able to finish them in time, and therefore they have become part of the season pass. And he heavily implies that those 2 characters are Lizardman and Hwang.
Oh.
I'm not sure how much I really believe that. Like, first of all, Lizardman and Hwang as DLC? I don't think they're the... I feel like many of the characters would sell a lot more than those 2 characters. I feel like they would be really odd choices for DLC. I think Hwang might be okay with DLC. Like, Lizardman, I think, is a really, really weird bad choice for DLC.
Oh, would Cassandra sell more, do you think?
Yes! 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 Wow, you're so smart, Ryman. You should work for marketing in Namco. But it would be so bizarre, I think, if there's no Hwang using at all in Soul Calibur 6, because, yeah, it would be weird. But I'm super curious. I'm super curious what the remaining DLC characters are. Like, that is one big mystery right now, and I think I'll be a little bit disappointed if it is Hwang and Lizardman. I mean, Hwang would be nice to see again, but there's so many big missing characters. There's Setsuka and Cassandra and Hilda and Amy and Li Long, Ryman, Li Long.
I have a hunch Li Long's not coming back.
Yeah, he's probably not coming back. Yeah, this is from Geralt's story mode. He, well, I guess like with the Witcher games, he just goes after girls with big boobies. I feel like that's his MO.
Oh dear.
Fancy dress though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and this is pretty big news.
Yes, you'll be able to play the game next weekend.
And it's also hilarious that yet again they tweeted out this news and then they deleted the tweet shortly afterwards because they announced this too early by accident. It was supposed to be part of their TGS stream, and they announced this too early, like with a bunch of other Soul Calibur news in the past, like with Raphael and blah blah blah.
Yeah. So Bandai Namco, they seem to have a habit of doing these network tests, because they did the same thing for Dark Souls Remastered, where there was like a network test like about a month or just a few weeks before the game came out. Hell, they're doing it right now with the Switch version of Dark Souls Remastered this weekend.
I should mention very quickly, this is for Xbox One and PS4, not PC.
Yeah, that was also the case with Dark Souls.
It's a little bit sad because that means I won't be able to try this. I would especially be interested in looking at the game files, but maybe that's a reason why they're not doing it on PC, because people would data mine this very quickly. Then again, haven't people been able to like hack PS4s? Maybe people could data mine that version.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing is, all right, so I'll need to use a different game as an example here. So Warframe has the system called Prime Access, where you can like buy the latest Prime gear that they release, and that stuff always leaks on console first.
So yeah, I guess that's one thing to keep in mind. That it might be possible that the client will leak via hacked PS4s, and that way people will data mine like crazy, and we might even get to know the DLC characters then.
Now, I have a PS4. I could play this.
Yes.
But it's ranked matches only, so I would be booting up the game just to get my face kicked in over and over again.
Do you know who would not be able to play this? I know.
I have an idea. I know this orange fluffy individual.
I don't have a PS4 Xbox One, so I'll have to wait. Oh well.
Maybe I'll download it and stream it for you all. And
I would watch that. I would watch that.
I had a hunch you would.
And
But-
speaking of which,
Yep.
who would you play as?
Ah, yeah. Oh well, I mean, there decision made.
Talim.
Especially considering I don't see Songmina on this list.
Yeah, no Songmina. I think it's...
Wait.
Yeah, I was going to mention it. It's incredibly ballsy of Namco to include Tira part of this, who is supposed to be DLC.
I guess they really want to sell the season pass.
They really want more people to complain.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, also, we should probably address something that we probably should have addressed at the start of this. Icewave isn't here,
yeah.
but he does have a PS4, so if he's not busy next weekend, maybe he'll be able to play it too.
Yeah, we should definitely force him to stream it. Maybe I'll include links to you and Icewave's stream channels in case you guys decide to stream this.
Okie
Maybe.
dokie. Just a disclaimer: I'm bad at fighting games. You will watch me get my face kicked in a lot.
So it looks like this is the entire roster except for Cervantes, Raphael, Songmina, Astaroth, as well. Is that it? I think that's it. Maybe? I don't know.
I think.
Numbers are hard.
So. Yeah.
Well, and people should note this is starting date, end dates. It's not a very long network test. It's only one weekend.
I think that's par for the course for Bandai Namco's network tests. And yeah, like the Dark Souls test, you can download it like the day before it starts. Okay.
This is going to randomly include this. So this is Sophitia's weapons in Soul Calibur 6.
I didn't know she could play as a mage.
And actually, before I forget, during the TGS presentation, it was mentioned that the base roster for the game is 20 characters. So in case someone had any hope that there would be suddenly a random Hwang announcement at the event, no. We know the entire roster. It is 20. And then we have the Tira as day one DLC, so that's 21 with her. But anyway,
There you go.
this is Sophitia's weapons. Yes.
Okay.
You see this weapon?
Is that a pizza?
I don't know. I don't think it's a pizza. It would be really weird. Okay, but look at this. This is also the weapon.
Oh, yeah, and it looks much less like a pizza here.
Sophitia stole it from Cassandra. That's very rude.
Oh, yeah, that's Cassandra.
Yes, and I maybe also hint that maybe not much of a hope for Cassandra as DLC if they
No.
randomly give her weapons to Sophitia. Although I mean, it's only one weapon, so I don't know. Maybe if Cassandra is DLC, they'll then give one of Sophitia's weapons to Cassandra. If Cassandra is that is isn't this a joke weapon? Is it?
I mean, it
No,
doesn't look
no.
like it doesn't look like a sword.
I want to say her joke weapon was a rolling pin and basket. Maybe that was Cassandra. I don't know. We didn't see any joke weapon with Ivy, so maybe only certain characters have joke weapons. I don't know.
Who's to say?
Let's see. In my notes, I mentioned a couple of other things. Let's look at more of Raphael in the meantime. He's so cool. In versus mode, you have a couple of variants you can enable. You can turn on like a slippery floor modifier,
Oh God! Ice floor.
kind of like in the Soul Calibur 2 mission mode.
I think that was like my least favorite thing about that whole game.
There's also a modifier for so that whenever people are launched into there, they go even higher up in there, which I would assume also means for longer combos, basically Tekken mode. And there's also a modifier for turning off ring outs. if you're a coward.
I'm okay with that.
Coward! And I couldn't really confirm this. I noticed in one video someone cycled between like the player versus CPU option, and it went from player versus CPU, CPU versus player, and there was one more option. It didn't cycle to it, but I feel like it's pretty safe to say that CPU versus CPU is back. So that begs the question: will I do a stream, 2-week log stream of Soul Calibur 6 CPU versus CPU?
Well, we gotta build the tier list.
Yes, yes. But with that, I think that's it for the news for this podcast.
Yeah, I think so.
So, as I said, I probably won't be doing many more podcasts before the release of the game because we've run out of news.
Yeah, I highly doubt there'll be any big reveals before the release.
I will definitely make podcasts whenever the DLC characters are announced. I mean, that's a pretty huge deal. I have a couple of silly podcast ideas ready to Soul Calibur I want to get through, and post-launch I sure will do 1 or 2 podcasts just talking about the game. Mainly weeping about the lack of Cassandra, mainly that.
Oh well. I guess we'll just have to find another game to talk about.
Yeah, we can talk more about DMC 5. 6?
All right.
5? 6? Is it 6 or 5? I think it's 5.
It's 5.
Okay. Before I go more insane, so see you guys next time. Bye bye.
Bye.